YouTube, what it do, world? You already know what it is, man. We back with more Bulldog talk. In this video, I want to talk about a very important subject, and that is rehoming your Bulldogs when they start producing puppies. So this video ain't just for the pet lovers, it's actually for the breeders, all right? And I'm not gonna make this video too long because I ain't got that much to talk about. Keep it short and sweet. When you are in the process of rehoming your puppies, let's say if you're a dog breeder or if you're not a dog breeder, but a crisis have hit your home, you gotta get rid of your dog, you can't pay your bills, maintenance crews told you that you can't have dogs, or whatever the situation may be, or you're breeding dogs and you just trying to rehome your dogs, all right? So the important thing that you want to look for when you're rehoming is, does this person know anything about this particular breed of dogs? All right, a lot of people know about everything but what they need to know about. They could tell you about poodles, they could tell you about shih tzus, they could tell you about pit bulls, they could tell you about chihuahuas, they could tell you about labradors, they could tell you about rottweilers and all of these other amazing dog breeds. But whatever dog breed that you are specifically, in tune with, that's what, anybody should be, anyone that you look forward to rehoming your dogs to, they should know about the breed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that you really don't supposed to really whoop these dogs. In particular, I don't know about rottweilers or pit bulls or any of those breeds, but I know English Bulldogs and Frenchies, these aren't the dogs to whoop. So I don't spank my dogs. I don't whoop my dogs. I don't, I talk to them and I make like little noises like, don't do that. And I do things like that. And that's what keeps my dogs disciplined. So you don't rehome these dogs to someone who's dealt with pit bulls their whole life and they don't know anything about actual bulldogs. That these dogs are lazy. Sometimes they can be very stubborn. When I say lazy, I don't mean lazy in like not energetic. I mean lazy in they will be looking at you still sitting down and you're telling them, go to your cage, or you're trying to, give them a command. Not saying these dogs aren't smart enough to take commands. These dogs can ride skateboards. These dogs know how to do a lot of things that a lot of other breeds can't do. You feel me? I've never seen another breed of dogs that you can actually put on a surfboard in the water and they actually surf like a human. So these dogs are very intelligent, but nevertheless, this is a very stubborn breed where it might take a little more longer time for them to be able to do what you say. Do they listen? Do they hear what you're saying? Most definitely. But just how fast they react, it could take a little longer than just a regular dog because, oh, sorry guys, there was a huge wasp that just came at me. Yeah, so make a long story short, you guys, rehoming your dog, the most important thing that you want to do when you're rehoming your bulldog, you want to either give the potential new owner knowledge, or you want them to already have knowledge about these dogs. These dogs eat a particular food. Sometimes even the good food that you feed them, they'll stop eating that food. So these aren't just, I would not suggest rehoming these dogs to someone who hasn't dealt with these type of dogs already, or just someone who hasn't dealt with, just bulldogs in general, or just any kind of dog. But that's a second important thing, the food. So the first important thing, you will want these people to have a lot of knowledge, and of course if they do have knowledge about the breed, then they will know that the food that they eat is very, very, very important. A lot of bulldogs are allergic to chicken. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feed my dogs any chicken. Everything that my dogs eat is red beef, salmon, all right? They eat a lot of beef and they eat a lot of salmon, and I rarely feed them chicken. At one point in time, I was giving them actual chicken bones, and it was pretty good, but at the same time, I stopped giving it to them. I started seeing their little faces turn red, And I was like, nope, I see allergies coming. So it's a very important thing, you guys, on what to feed your English Bulldogs or Frenchies. And when you're rehoming these dogs, you want to ask these people, yo, what are you going to feed this dog? Or you got to tell them, this is what my dogs have been eating. But if you want to change up their diet, these are some other suggestions. Don't rehome your dog to anyone who is going to be stubborn, and they're not going to listen to you and what you feed your dogs, or they're not going to be open-minded to feeding your dogs, you know, the best of the best food. All right. Third important thing, okay? You want to look at these people's living condition. When you are rehoming a puppy or you're rehoming a dog, you want to know, do these people stay in apartments? Do they stay in a house? What other kind of dogs do these people have? Do they have bigger dogs? Do they have smaller dogs? Do they have other people who stay in the house? How many people stay in the house? Are there kids that stay in the house? You know what I'm saying? You want to know all of these things so you can pretty much know what type of environment that your dog will be in, okay? All of these things are very important. All of these things will dictate your dog's health and happiness, all right? And those two conditions are the conditions that you want your dogs to be in. You want your dogs to be conditioned to be very happy and very healthy, because without being healthy, you can't survive, and without being happy, you just can't live good, all right? So, very important thing, you want the people that you're rehoming your dogs to know about knowledge about the dogs, about the breed. You want them to be able to feed these dogs very high protein and calorie based foods. You want your dogs to be on the best of the best of the best food, and you also want to know these people's living condition. Hey, why did you just do that, Mahogany? You want to know these people's living condition. If you're talking to these people and they're always having problems, bouncing back and forth to different houses, you talk to them this week, you hear from them next week, they're into it with their people. That's not a good home to rehome a dog. You wanna typically find very suitable, stable people, probably have a good job, a good business, or some type of good trade that leads these people to being stable. All right. Most importantly, okay, you want to rehome your dog to someone who actually has time to love these dogs, okay? You can rehome your dog to a millionaire, but if that person is a millionaire and has $1 million worth of bills, that person probably ain't gonna have a lot of time to be able to just love a dog. Will that person have enough money to rehome your dog? Most definitely. But that person probably isn't gonna have the time. So you really wanna know, what are these people doing? And I know a lot of times, you know, breeders, people who are rehoming their dogs, sometimes they're in it for the quick buck. You wanna rehome these dogs and you want to make a quick dollar. You telling your friends, I'm about to make $50,000. I'm gonna make $100,000 off this litter. It is so much. You should want it to be so much more than just making $5,000, $3,000, $10,000. It should be so much more bigger goals that you have. And one of the biggest goals that you should have when you're rehoming your dog, does this person even have time for the dog? You can have all the knowledge in the world. You can have all of the best food in the world for your dog. You can even have the best space for your dog. But if you don't have time to be able to implement all of these other things, everything is basically time wasted, other than the good food. I mean, at least your dogs will be eating good, but what's the point of feeding your dogs good if they don't have enough time to go outside, digest the food? They want to play a little bit. They want to get their sun. They want to just be able to enjoy, you know, the other things that comes with being a dog, and that is having a very great dog lover, a very great pet owner. Okay, so a dog is one thing, but to have a great pet owner is everything. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this video up, you guys. These were my tips and advice on rehoming a puppy. You want to make sure these people know about the dog. If they don't know about the dog, let's just say if they don't know about the breed, man, you should drill it in them for at least a week or two. Before even rehoming a dog, you should send these people videos. You should send them all type of audio books, or just lesson tips and advice, and even tell them how you know, do it in your home, so they'll be able to pick up on the same methods that you take care, how you take care of your dogs. So when you do rehome them, you know they're in a safe place, you guys. A lot of people, they are into these popular dogs only because other people brag about these dogs. So don't be one of the statistics that just bought one of these dogs because you seen your favorite rapper or your favorite R&B singer, or you've seen these dogs floating around on Instagram, because you got to know Frenchies are the top #1 dog, and it just became that way in 2023. So for the last 20 plus years, you know, there were another breed. I think it was Labradors, if I'm not mistaken. But Frenchies have just now took the lead of the most popular dog breed in the, I guess, United States of America. So a lot of people are basically getting these dogs right now, and that's why this video is very important. Be sure to like this video if it is helpful to you. Be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe to my page. And like I said, you guys, don't be like the statistics. Don't just buy these dogs and put them in a cage, and you know, you only want to take them out to take pictures of your dogs, and you really don't know about the food. You don't know about, you know, the health condition that it really requires to keep these dogs healthy. All you're gonna do basically is end up with very high vet bills, and you're gonna eventually crash out, try to sell your dog, or you're gonna have to give away your dog because of his health conditions, and you don't want to do all of that. So the best thing to do is take care of your dogs, love your dogs. Don't buy these dogs just because they're popular. Buy these dogs because you love them and you have the time and the patience to deal with these dogs. My dog over there, Indigo, is one of the best dogs I've ever had. He's a male fawn, Frenchie, and he will still pee when he comes in the house. If he sees something that he wants to pee on, he's gonna pee on it. And if you think that I'm gonna whoop Indigo for doing that, you out your mind, because I'm not gonna whoop him. I'm gonna tell him, yo, Indigo, what you doing, man? You know, you can't pee right there, man. But if I whoop Indigo and I put fear in Indigo's heart, Indigo, I'm sure he's gonna continue to pee. He's gonna find new ways to pee where he doesn't get caught. Okay, so you just gotta work with your dogs. You gotta just continue to be patient and understand that these dogs are kind of stubborn in the aspect of, you know, peeing, potty training, and things of that nature. So know what breed you're getting before you just get these dogs. Know who you're rehoming these dogs to, so they will understand. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a domino effect. You got to understand it, and when you're rehoming these dogs, you got to make sure they understand. Y'all both got to be on the same path, because if not, karma is very real, and you will be just having these dogs for the money, not knowing that it's a lot of spiritual things behind having dogs. For God's sake, their last name backwards is God. But I don't want to get all spiritual with y'all. Take care of these dogs, man. Anybody that you're rehoming these dogs to, make sure they know about these dogs. You feel me? These dogs are easy to take care of, but they also are easy to destroy. You can feed these dogs the wrong food and it will destroy them. It will cause allergies. It will cause runny poop. It will cause ear infections. It will cause sinuses. It will cause depression, anxiety. It will cause just so many skin problems, hair loss. It will cause so many things of just not feeding your dog right, not using the right shampoo, giving your dogs tap water, not letting your dogs get enough exercise, keeping your dogs in the cage all day, letting your dogs sit inside their pee and poop is gonna cause all type of health issues for your dog. So please, please, please do your research before investing in English Bulldogs or Frenchies, because they're both pretty much the same. And I hope this video did help. Like I said, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed, you guys. More videos on the way. I thank everybody for growing with me and watching my videos. Like I said, I don't know everything, but I do know enough to help you maintain a healthy and happy bulldog. Till next time, one love, peace. I'm out. Look how happy they are. Do y'all see how happy these dogs are, man? And that's how dogs supposed to be. All right, I'm out.